Today we're going to look at a daily routine accepting offers. I have a whole bunch of them that just came in that I need to go through. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to look at offers. Offers that come in every morning. The first thing I do when I get up is usually check and see how many offers came in overnight. Every single night I get a bunch of offers, and I think there's like 15 or 20 there right now. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to talk about what I do, why I do it, whether I take them or not, and deciding factors, how to decide on what the value is of your items. We're going to hop over right now and discuss. Now, we have 18 offers after looking at it that came in since last night when I went to bed, so we're going to look at some of them here. The first two that came in are for items I just listed last night, which I'm going to talk about in Patreon. I've already shot that video, but we're not going to touch those first two. One of the first things I always do is sort it by how long it's been on the site. So I'm going to do by start date here, and I'm going to hit the oldest ones first. Now you can go in and get them as they come in here, and then scan through them this way, but I think it's just easier just to open them up one at a time as a new window as I do it. So respond offer, I just right click on it and I open it up in a new tab. In fact, we don't need this other one open, so let's clear that one here. I look at the information that I have and I decide on it from there. I know how long the item's been up. It has a day count over here on the right. Obviously the names are blocked out who it's from, but the offer's fine. I'm just going to go and accept this one here. Right, and that's all there is. So I can look at the length of time. At this point, $5 is fine with me on this item here. It's been up for a long time, as you saw. We'll look at some more so you can get another gist on maybe some newer items. Now, I look at them closely. I make sure the items are here or they're in a location that I know is well taken care of. If I don't or haven't seen the item in a while, I'm going to go look at it closely before I ever accept an offer in case there is some sort of issue with it. I check every record before I accept an offer just in case. You never know. Things do happen occasionally with things. So check everything in some categories as you're doing this. Now this one again, 1,500 days. It's a decent offer for what it is. It's a small card. I've got nothing into it. Long since been paid for based on the file designation F26. So I'm just going to accept this person's offer here. If it's from the same person too as who bought the last one, I'm going to go in and I will do at the end here a invoice. I'll send out an invoice with them all together with one combined allotment of shipping on it too. Let's just clear all these off. Again, they come in one at a time. You can decide on how you do it here, however you want. I don't usually use this method here just because I'll sort them by how long they've been on the site. Some I won't touch at all just because I just listed them. In many cases, the items I just listed, I could sell for full price. So I'll just let them sit there for a day or two and just see what happens. I never ever grab them right off the bat on here. Let's reload this page here too so we can get a fresh look at what's here. We've just done two of them. Now I go through this every time the exact same way. I sort them by how much time they've been up on the site. And that's all that really matters. So when I get down to a certain point, they're going to be new offers and I'm not going to want to send out anything at all. I always put the option on there. You never know. Maybe it's $1 off or something. I'll probably touch, at least look at them, and then go from there. Let's open this one up in a new window. Now, this one's been up for 1,170 days. Now, I know who this is. They've bought from me for quite some time. I'm fine with the length of time this has been up. Their $12 offer on the item. Again, I put 3 times. It's marked down 1/3. So at this offer, it's right where I would expect. It's actually a hair more than I would expect by $2 or so. It's like a $10, $12 card max. I'm getting max out of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and accept it and just go from there. I'm fine with this. Now, this person here probably is buying a bunch of them. Usually I'll have multiples from the same person when I see this sort of thing. In those cases, I may actually accept some ones from newer items, only because it's somebody who's bought from me for many years. Here's another 1,000-day item on here, 1,040 days. So yeah, this is another good one here. I've got nothing into pretty much all of this merchandise, so I'm fine with letting it run like this. Now let's look at this other one. This one's been up for almost 2 years. It's a $30 offer. My full price list price on this is $57.50. So at $30, I'm still over what the majority of other people are selling this for. I take care of it. I seal them right. I ship them right. I know the ages on them. I know the conditions. I take my time to make sure that I'm listing quality material. People will pay extra for quality. They will pay extra for quick service, for impeccable shipping and the whole works. Speedy delivery means a lot. So I'm fine with this offer here as well. It's from the same person. So we're up to $52 right now from one person, just from those last few from overnight. Now we can clear off a few more here as you see the solds. Now let's close this one off. Again, I'm not sending out any invoices till the end. Let's reload this again. So if this person is sending me offers on some newer stuff, I probably will accept it because this person has bought from me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of product. Some cases, $1,000 at a pop. I don't know what's here now, but we'll see as it goes through here. So let's start off. Let's flip open a couple of them here. It looks like we've got some records. Let's pop open the top 3. And these are all from last year. So either way I go with these sorts of ones, I'll usually take most any reasonable offer. Now if you notice here on the left, I actually sent out an offer for $10. This person's offer here is $12. It's the same person. I'm going to accept it. It's been up for 670 some odd days. Again, a good one there, considering I would have sold it for $10 at some other point. So I'm going to accept this one too. So now we're up to $64 from that same person now. Here's another one that's been up for 300 days. The same person again. This will put it at $79 from the same person. I'm going to take this one too. It's up for a decent length of time. It's not a super discounted. It's still in my range. It's still over and above a 1/3 of the original list price on this. So I'm fine with that as well. Item I know very well, lawnmowers are so-so sellers. These cards are excellent condition cards. I don't list much that's lower condition than, say, a VG, VG Plus on any category these days. Try and up your condition, your how the items are. Don't list lesser conditions if you can avoid it. When you first start out, fine. As you get into this longer and do this longer, you want to get better and better material. It will sell better. You'll get a reputation and all that sort of thing. Now here's a 78 disc set, Christmas Carol. So it's up for $75. I'm going to take the 25. It's been up for 2 years, almost 2 years. I got $1 into it. So at $25, even with any type of listing fees, I'm still making $20 or so at the end of the day on this one. So I really can't complain. So I'm going to take this one as well too. Obviously not going to the same person. Value-wise, I've just sold $100 basically in just the last few minutes of what's come in overnight. We're down to 10, and I bet you some of these are going to the same person as well. Let's open up 3 more. Again, I work my way through these every time when I get these in. This is a typical morning what I do. I always hammer these first. So if I can get payment in, I can get them out in today's mail. I ship by 11, so I want to get these done early. This one's been up for $529. It's a decent price on what it is, so we're going to accept it. It's from the same person who bought several other cards from us. So I can't go wrong. It's one shipment. All the payment comes in. This person pays quickly. I've got no issues whatsoever taking $1 or $2 less for something. As well, it's still in my price range. It's still over that 3rd mark. This one's 12. It's in my range. It's over 400 days, so I'm fine. It's heading towards the 2-year mark. I'm going to accept this one too. So all told, this person's going on $100 on their own purchasing from us. This is the type of thing you can't do in certain categories. When I list something, start with something, I have a whole bunch of them, I try to massively list a whole bunch in a very short period of time to draw as much attention to my store. One thing that helps is having a whole bunch of items in the same category because, again, that That way, the people can see that you're a seller in that area. They know your information. They trust your judgment. They know you've got good items. It's a routine for us. I try to slam any area that I sell in with as much of that material as I have. Another 440 days on this one. It's above my 1/3. It's a decent price. Same person. Quick, easy sale on this one. Nothing to worry about. It'll ship all together. Saves me time. Saves them money. Now, looking at it here, I know that this first one, this person bought 2 items. So they're going to want me to combine. We'll save that one till the end. I probably won't show it because I don't like to give out information. But let's hop back over and let's reload. We're down to 7 now that just came in. Now, after I finish this, I could get some more in right away. I'll be sending out some offers to watchers. So I'll play with this for, say, a good 30 or so minutes every single morning. Hop from one store to another store, one site to another site, and mess around with stuff like this on whatever platform I am doing. So excellent way to assault these first thing in the morning, get these done. You get the money in as quick as possible that way. So let's open up 3 more, and that's probably all I will probably do because the other one's for items that just came in. I did send out yesterday, I did send out like 40. Some of them already dropped off. You see it says 19. The other ones were sent out first thing in the morning. I don't think they stay on but so many hours when they're on here. I can still send out 67 offers as well of my own offers to watchers. So within an hour or so, depending on where we end up here, I may have sold $300 or $400 extra dollars in just this first hour of the morning. This is a typical morning. I usually have to rush to get everything packed up after this point. It's early in the morning though, so I've still got plenty of time. Again, here's another one over 400 days. Same person, reasonable offer. It's still over that 3rd mark, so I'm going to accept this one too. Combined shipping again to this same person. So that's another one down. This one's been up for just over a year. Same person. So a 1/3 off is all they're really asking for. Not even that. So excellent offer. Still well above what I would take for it. So I'm going to accept this one as well. Again, we're over $100 just with this one person here. And that's typical. Now here's a baseball-related card with a clam bake going on in it. This one's been up heading towards a year. It's a $40 offer on it. It's from somebody I haven't dealt with before. We did sell a bunch of items just straight out as well, which may go with some of these as well. So I'll still have to go through all mine and combine anything that hasn't been paid for that's combined. I may have some combined ones that I still need to do after they've all been paid for. And at that point, when I combine something and they've paid separately, I always refund any extra shipping that they do have. So let's reload this one more time here and just see what the dates are on the other ones. Maybe I'll send out a couple. Maybe it's the same person, as I said. Maybe I'll at least look at the last 2 cards. Because these last 2 ones have been up for well over a month, so let's just go ahead and look at these as well. This one's been up for 65 days. The offer's very good. It's from somebody totally different, a new person purchasing here. We're going to go ahead and take this one. It's $20 off. Still well within my range, 2/3-ish or so in that range. I'm fine with that. This has been up, as I said, for a little while. It's nothing spectacular. Here's the item in question. It's an artist-inspired Christmas card with a cute mouse on it. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that one also. 37. Again, we're at the 200 plus mark right now. So now this one, they're asking for 25% off. The item has been up for about 2 months. Reasonable offer. I'm fine with that as well. It's over what I would expect to see an offer come in for at this point. So I'm very happy with that. What the heck? So in just those matter of minutes, I've sold a whole bunch of stuff, several $100s worth. Bunch of it going to one person right off the bat, so it's easy ship. I also obviously can combine some of those possibly with ones that were purchased straight out. This is typical of what happens. Be able to look at the information, look at how long it's been up, look at your initial price, look at how much you have into it. If it's from somebody who's bought from you before, look at those factors as well, because it will ensure that they'll keep coming back. If I turn down someone's offer every time they come in, or don't give them a fair shake on an offer because I want $1 or $2 more out of it, chances are they're not going to want to keep coming back. The folks who bought a whole bunch from me have bought that way for probably 3 or 4 years. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a little leeway here. It's been routine business. I'd rather give up $10, $20 on an item right now, knowing that I'm going to get a return on that every single month for 2 or 3 years. It's not worth a $10 or $20 profit on one item, a one-time deal, to say, hey, I'm not going to mess with that offer. It depends on the other aspects of it. If this wasn't from somebody that I knew, someone who hasn't been buying from me for a very long time, I probably wouldn't have taken a $20 offer on something like that, considering it's only been up for a couple months. Usually 6 months to a year is when I really want to worry about looking at it again. I don't even think about many items after I list them up until that point. So I'll scan through my store and address issues like that based on time on the site. That's the best way to do it. You can look at numbers, you can look at views, you can look at all those sorts of analyticals to determine if it had enough viewers, enough interest to say, hey, it should have went somewhere, it should have sold, should have at least had an offer or an email, an interest of some sort. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Well, there you are. Hopefully that gave you some idea, some thoughts on the matter. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Cobra's really tough, you know. And Cobra's up to something that's a G.I. Joe.
Cobra! Cobra blew up the bridge. Bridge layer to the rescue. The Oshbacker will catch him.
Introducing the new Joes, Barbecue and Shipwreck.
We're gonna stop Cobra this time.
G.I. Joe.
After him. Joe!
G.I. Joe Bridge Layer comes with driver, or Striker comes with driver. Other figures and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.